What is good, JayMike Tech Talk time? And today, you can't see me because we're talking about the brand new PUMA evoPOWER 1.3 CAMO. You get it? CAMO? I'm hiding? Okay, I'm not hiding, guys. It's just under the table. I'm not really camoed. But regardless, I wanted to give you a bit of an insight into what the next evoPOWER generation looks like. And for the first time ever with the CAMO, I can actually reveal all of the tech goodness for the upcoming evoPOWER 1.3. And it's fair to say that there is a lot. So stay tuned if you want to get to know this bad boy a little bit better. Now, as they always do before they launch a brand new generation of a boot, PUMA have released the camouflage version, or the camo version, where they actually hide the design a little bit. And for the evoPOWER 1.3, they've gone for this blue, white, and yellow stripy design that boggles my mind a little bit and makes me dizzy if I look at it for too long. And in that respect, it reminds me a little bit of the razzle dazzle design we saw on the very first PUMA Evo Speed. But apart from the looks, tech-wise, this is actually the final evoPOWER 1.3. And although it might not look that different from the evoPOWER 1.2, basically everything has changed. In fact, it's pretty much everything but the lasers and, well, the names of the technologies that have changed on the evoPOWER 1.3. And that's because PUMA have taken their learnings from not only the evoPOWER 1.2 and the evoPOWER 1, but also from the Evo accuracy. And they've kind of combined that with their research on barefoot kicking. And they've taken that and crammed it into the evoPOWER 1.3 to give you a better, more accurate and powerful strike. At least, that's what they say. They also said that with the evoPOWER 1.2. And it turned out to be a pretty decent boot. So who knows? That's what we're gonna find out if this works when I review it later on. So once again, PUMA are aiming to allow your foot to move naturally, as research has shown them that you get the most powerful shot when you strike the ball with your bare foot. And because of that, PUMA have incorporated their third generation of the adapLITE synthetic that has a one-way stretch and thus allows your foot to move and bend naturally, like it would basically if you weren't wearing any boots at all. So the boot is not a hindrance. And this adapLITE synthetic itself is actually really thin and considerably softer than what we've seen on the previous generations of the evoPOWER, as you can probably see here. It's buttery soft, almost. And also PUMA have decided to move all the components to the inside of the upper. Now that means that all the little yellow AccuFoam strips on the inside of the adapLITE upper are sitting much closer to your foot to even out all the little bumps and uneven surfaces and bones in your foot, to give you a more clean, even striking surface that ultimately leads to more accuracy. At least that's what PUMA are saying the clever minds at the Chemnitz University have found in their research. So I guess we better believe it. And also, this is where the Evo accuracy comes into play, giving you a tighter, more personal feel. Now going back to the upper a little bit, it seems like PUMA have taken inspiration from the previous versions of the evoPOWER, because the upper here is thin as we know it from the evoPOWER 1.2, but has the same foamy softness that we really loved from the evoPOWER 1, at least I did. Now that combination means that, once again, this is ridiculously soft, the new adapLITE upper, and it feels like this is going to be the most comfortable of the three evoPOWERs on the market so far. But there's more. There's actually more. Because PUMA, on top of everything, have coated the evoPOWER 1.3 with more and more sticky grip techs than the two previous generations to give you more friction and control on the ball. Again, it's something they say, and we'll have to wait for the review to see if it actually works, but it does seem to give a bit more friction than the previous models. And if that's true, maybe a more apt name for the 1.3 would be the PUMA evoPOWER Accuracy Control 3000. Now guys, I did say that a lot has changed, but apart from the upper, that is indeed ridiculously awesome, also PUMA redid their outsole. Because the guys at the Chemnitz University, with whom the good folks at PUMA are working relatively closely, discovered that in order to get the most powerful shot, you need to have a stable stance leg. You know, the leg that you plant in the ground when you strike the ball. And in order to get that, the stable stance leg, the guys at the Chemnitz University discovered that when you plant your foot, the power is running in this direction. So simply by having bladed studs where the power runs the most, well, powerfully, you get a more stable stance leg by simply getting more grip in the ground and thus ultimately a more powerful strike on the ball. And yeah, it does sound a little bit university scientific-ish, but it actually seems pretty promising and I can't wait to try it. It's a pretty nice configuration, I think. And to top everything off, PUMA also redid their gradual stability frame that kind of acts like the spine of the boot, allowing it to bend in the forefoot but still be stiff enough to offer you stability under the midfoot. So once again, a lot of stuff changed under the hood on the evoPOWER 1.3. But the last thing I want to talk about is... This is so stupid, I'm so sorry. The last thing I want to talk about is the last of the boot. Because PUMA rounded it ever so slightly, making it more accessible to pretty much everyone, so it fits a larger variety of people. And also they made their outsole a bit wider compared to the previous models to prevent a bit of rollover if you have a really wide foot. But this means that it actually fits both people with narrow feet like myself or people with a monstrosity of a wide foot like, say, Jolter. Either way, you're gonna get a pretty comfortable ride in the evoPOWER 1.3. So I think it's fair to say that a lot has changed, but it still feels pretty familiar. So if you love the evoPOWER, I think you're gonna love this as well. For me, the first impression is rather good. This upper is really soft. Can't wait for Luca to get his hands on it. But guys, let me know what you think of the camo version and all the tech details of the new evoPOWER. Are you excited to feel it on your feet? You should let me know in the comment section below, because this was all I have for you for today, but we're gonna be back later with more Unisport Web TV. Signing off, cheerio. I gotta go find Luca.